What's up, boys? Taking some more NBA player props over on prizepicks. This video though is for player props, so it applies to sportsbooks out there, it applies to other player prop websites out there, but mainly prizepicks. If you guys are not on prizepicks, I highly recommend joining. Link is down in the description below. But last week we were 33-11, which hit for 75%. So we had a really good week last week. It went pretty well. Looking back to getting in those W columns starting this week here. So let's keep it going. But if you guys are not on prizepicks, I highly recommend joining. It's available in most states and most of Canada. You guys have to be 18 years or older. It's got pretty solid payouts, which I'll show you guys in a second here, but there is absurd value on this prizepicks board. If you're interested in joining prizepicks, pause the video right now and take a look at these payouts to decide if you guys want to sign up or not, and the link is down in the description below. You guys will get a 100% deposit match up to $100 when you guys use my code DOMG. Before we talk about these player props here, one final thing here before we hop in, we're gonna take a look at the Patreon, which is up to now 484 members, and we were 33-11 last week on the Patreon, like I said, over on the Patreon. If you are interested in seeing every single one of my plays, check out the Patreon. The link is down in the description below. There are 3 different tiers. There's NFL, NBA, and all sports. With access to the Patreon, you guys get every single play that I play, on top of these plays being ranked by confidence level and write-ups to go with every single prop that I post. Once again, the link is down in the description below, so check it out. So again, if you guys are interested, the link is down in the description below. 33-11 last week. Now let's hop in and take a look at these player props here. So I'm gonna start out with my favorite here. So my favorite one is going to be in the first half category. So this is something that's kind of exclusive to prizepicks. I do have an alternative if you guys are on a sports book, and I have other player props that will be in today's video. I'll be giving you guys a pair in today's video, which can be used towards sports books and other things like that. But this is on prizepicks, the NBA first half category. I haven't seen this on any sports books. I haven't seen this on any other player prop websites out there other than prizepicks, and there's insane value when it comes to first half props over on prizepicks. So points plus rebounds plus assists right here, and we're going to go down to Jason Tatum at 20.5 first half PRA. We played him over 19.5 yesterday, actually, in the video and on the Patreon. That actually ended up being the top play, and that one absolutely smashed. He had 28 last time. I'm running it back on a back-to-back. No Al Horford. He also has no Mitchell Robinson, I believe. Or Mitchell Robinson, he's doubtful in this game for the New York Knicks. So yeah, no Horford, Mitchell Robinson doubtful. He should be able to put up some points for sure. Hopefully some rebounds and assists with no Al Horford. So let's take a look here. So the New York Knicks here, we'll take a look actually at the game first. Let's take a look at how the game script is kind of expected to go here. So Boston and New York, he will be on the road in a back-to-back, unfortunately, but we have no Al Horford in this game. If we do refresh this right here, it will show up the updated updates right here. So this right here, so he's expected to start at power forward here, going against Julius Randle and Hartenstein. So I like the spot for that. It's a 5-point spread for Boston, 225 over under right there. So I like the spot right there for really just Jason Tatum to get some points and also hopefully some rebounds and assists and all that different stuff. Let's also take a look at this matchup here. So let's go to power forward and see how the Knicks have been against power forward points and rebounds and all that different stuff. So the Knicks right here allowing 23.35 points per game so far to the power forward. Let's take a look at the rebounds here and see what they've been allowing to power forwards, and also with no Al Horford, this should hopefully be a pretty good spot. And they are on the easier side, allowing 11.16 rebounds per game right there to the power forward. I don't think any assists is anything too special with this Knicks team. I think they're probably right in the middle of the pack, if I can even find them. Yeah, they're kind of actually kind of towards the bottom. 3.2 assists per game allowed to the power forward. So nothing super crazy with the assists, but the points and the rebounds should be a pretty solid matchup here for Jason Tatum to go over 20.5 PRA. So make sure you guys tailor your own risk and look into these more on your own. More props available over on the Patreon. You guys will be able to see everything that I am playing. But that's pretty much it for that prop right there. Let's dive in now to a second player prop. So this second player prop here is going to be in the rebounds category here. I think this one might be a little bit popular, but I'm definitely liking this one here. I'm on the train. John Collins. I like him over 7.5 rebounds. I like John Collins over 7.5 rebounds right there against the New Orleans Pelicans. Now listen to what my explanation for this though, because this prop may not be for everyone. There's some things that could throw you off of this prop, but I personally am playing this. It's up to you guys if you guys want to play it or not. But John Collins here is expected to start at power forward going against the New Orleans Pelicans. So take a look at this matchup right here. Power forward, rebounds versus the Pelicans. The Pelicans is going to be a very, very tough matchup. This will be a test for John Collins. The Pelicans are allowing 7.55 rebounds per game to the power forward so far this season. Now, if you take a look at his game log for rebounds right here, he has hit this in every single game but one so far this season, which was in a tough matchup against the Milwaukee Bucks. Otherwise, he's coming off of games with 12 and 13 rebounds against the Raptors and against the New York Knicks. So I'm liking the spot here for John Collins to go over his rebounds, even though this is a very, very tough matchup. He's got the rest, though, against the Pelicans. He's on a 2-day rest period, I do believe, which should end up being pretty solid. He hit last time he was on 2 days rest, so I like that. But John Collins, I like the spot for him to go over 7.5 rebounds. He's a minus 130, I believe, on the sports books. If you were to take a look, we can see what he's at on other sports books and things like that. I did not mean to click on matchup, but let's hop down to game details, then go to props. Now let's go to rebounds and see where he's kind of at when it comes to rebounds. Minus 130, minus 120, minus 130. So he's pretty much a minus 130 everywhere, which is pretty solid odds for prize picks, I will say. I like the spot for John Collins to go over his rebounds at 7.5. It's got solid odds. Matchup is the only thing really throwing me off of this prop right here. So it's up to you guys if you want to kind of battle the hit rate versus the matchup. It's something I'm personally playing. This is what I'm doing with this prop. It's up to you guys, of course, if you want to play it or not. We're going to dive into some leads and things like that, but my two main plays, Jason Tatum over 20.5 first half PRA, and also John Collins over 7.5 boards. I like that one as well. But let's talk about some other things here. Don't click off the video quite yet because we have some other things I do want to cover. Oh, they took one of them off the board. They took Jalen Green off the board when it came to his three-point mix right there. What else have we got here? There's some interesting turnover props as well. I think Keegan Murray over 1.5 turnovers is a little bit interesting. They took a couple of guys off the board. I don't know what they're doing today. They're taking a couple guys off the board. Sabonis is a pretty interesting spot here. I like the spot for him, I will say, against Orlando, but Orlando is a tough matchup. So I just like his hit rate, but it's tough when it comes to assists, man, because his matchup right here is not great. 2.48 right there against Orlando, but I like the hit rate on him for sure. 8 and 7 against Miami and Charlotte. I definitely think he can go over his assists. It's like a plus 105 to go over 5.5, I believe, so pretty solid for being at 5 on prize picks. I believe they just added Kevin Durant on the list there, so I got to take a look at him. Royce O'Neal, too. We take a look at first half, by the way, as well. I need to look into some of these props here. Claxton at 6.5. I like the first half for sure. I already mentioned that. I definitely love these first half player props. But there's some interesting spots, like Michael Porter has been going ballistic. Even if you guys take a look at his PRA, he's been going crazy for his PRA. If we take a look at that, so where is that? 12.5 right there. He's been going crazy on this. 15, 15, 24, 16, and 17. He's definitely been going crazy. I'm not the biggest fan of the matchup, so I'm not playing it at the moment, at least. I just have not been a big fan of that. Because we take a look at the small forward, and then we take a look at this matchup right here against the Spurs. It's just nothing too pretty. So, yeah, I mean, it's not super tough or anything like that. 21.65, but it is a very, very tough matchup when it comes to rebounds, which is where I think he'll get a lot of his PRA from, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, they're the tough matchup when it comes to small forward rebounds right there against the Spurs. So we'll see. I definitely think he can go over his PRA. I'm not trying to talk anyone off of that right there. But it's just an interesting spot for him. He's got a great hit rate. I do not mind that one really at all right there. So that would be a pretty popular one today, I think, as well. But yeah, there's a couple other interesting assist props and all that. Lou Dort sold me the other day. I had him over 1.5 assists. He only had 1. Can't believe he sold that one against an easy matchup, too. That one really sucked. I have a prop over on the Patreon right now that's a minus 162, so it's ridiculous value. I debated giving that one in the video, but I gave you guys a value prop yesterday, which sold on the hook. So that was I'm not a big fan of that one. There's just a lot of odds being sold yesterday. There's like minus 165 prop that sold yesterday and a minus 150 prop that sold yesterday. It was ridiculous when it came to prize picks. Prize picks got lucky when it came to their value yesterday, because though we got tons of crazy value for sure. They were bumping everything, but some of it just did not go our way. But that's going to do it. I seriously do appreciate you guys watching. Patreon link is down in the description below. Prize picks link down in the description below. You guys can join those if you guys want. 33 and 11 last week over on Patreon. And that's going to do it. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you guys next one. Tail at your own risk. Good luck tonight, everybody.